T3 Media.
Welcome back to another episode of T3 Media's review news, entertainment news, and reviews by fans for fans. I'm your host, Chris Fagan, and this is the weekly show where we come together as fans to talk about trending topics and give you a place to express what you think about it all. Talking through the medias with us today is the one and only Sarah Catherine of the Red.
Hello.
And joining us, I'm going great, but joining us a little bit later, I forgot to turn it off again, will be Daniel Dyer. And I'm sorry, Mark, we started late, but, Daniel, so late. Sarah was
it's all his fault.
Let's just blame it all on him. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna give him 50% of it, but the other 50% is the truth. It's actually the technical difficulties with the microphone. So, Mark, sorry, brother, if you for waiting for so long. I did try to put in the comment section, the community tab, what was going on, but even that was late.
Hey, Jameson.
I humble myself before you. Jameson, hey, how you doing, buddy? I humble myself before you guys, and I beg your forgiveness. Now, real quick, guys, if you want to catch the show, if you want to check out the show, if you're not able to check us out live, and we do appreciate you if you do check us out live, you can check us out on podcasts by going to your favorite podcast of choice. You can go to Google Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple podcast, and just look for Talking to the Medias or look up T3 Medias. It's either one of those, and follow us there. Remember to like, subscribe, share your thoughts during the show while we monitor comments, because we want to hear them. It really does help us out. And if you want to support the growth of this channel, become a member for exclusive videos or donate to our Patreon, Cash App. I don't care what it is. Don't forget that during the show, you can also tip in questions at www.streamlabs.com/T3media/tips. Super chat or on YouTube, or hit the donate button for those watching on Twitch. If you're not on those things and you want to just hit that subscribe button. And always share your thoughts and stuff.
And we will answer all of your tips and super chat donation questions live on the air when you post them. No matter how much they embarrass Chris, we will answer them.
Our gatekeeper, Sarah, she's always looking for those super chats that, point out like my bald head or something like that. Chris, you don't know what you're talking about, Chris. And I'm expecting
Let a
that
man with hair speak, Chris.
Yeah, I'm expecting that from Jameson. Let a man with seductive hair like Jameson. He's gonna be like, let me speak. So I'm expecting that. I actually demand it during the show. So guys, keep sending those in, because, like I said, we want to hear them. It's kind of funny. But we got a few, right off the top, few things we want to put a spotlight on. So the first thing, real quick, that I wanted to talk about. Well, there's some good news out there. We're not all about the negative stuff. I mean, I know I'm super negative all the damn time. But let's talk about.
I am the positive light. I'm the positive energy that comes out of the show. So our first topic is Rihanna. If you guys don't know, the boss. Empress of all things, Rihanna is pregnant, and she is glowing.
The love goddess.
Oh my God, she is so great. I'm so happy for her. And it's ASAP Rocky and Rihanna.
Which is the only thing that I'm not happy about. I can't believe she's cheating on me with that guy.
I don't think she's worried about you. Look at her, though. I mean, come on. Could anybody look more perfect pregnant? Like, really?
I mean, the only thing that would look better is if she was holding my hand right there. I mean.
Okay. I got you.
But no.
Right.
I mean, hey, what else you gonna do when you're one of the queen pop artists out there, and
she's
almost
more than that. She is
more of a $2 billion and fashionista.
She's a billionaire because of her companies and because of the money that she's made otherwise. Like, her pop career brought her to the point to where she could be like a conglomerate amongst herself. She owns so many businesses. She runs the freaking world. You know, I couldn't be more proud and more envious of her. I mean, come on. She looks amazing. She's settling down. She's having her family like she wants. I mean, yay. Mm-hmm. I mean, what else can we say? Yay, get a girl.
I could say, dump that hero and get with a zero. I mean, I'm just saying. That's what I could say. I mean, what is a ASAP Rocky got that I don't got besides $1 million, fame, fortune, better looks, all that good. I mean,
an alias.
But yeah.
An alias. That's not from jail. No, I'm just kidding.
My alias, my stage name used to be like the drink Cristal. But it was THOU, like, because I was a multi-thousandaire. So if you want to get rid of that multi-millionaire and get with a multi-thousandaire, Rihanna.
I don't think an alias counts if you give it to yourself, Chris. Just saying.
It's a stage name. I'll tell you about it later. Don't worry about it. But moving on from that, while I try to get the rest. What's the next thing that spotlight real quick?
So we've got Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg is suspended from The View for 2 weeks for after saying Holocaust isn't about race.
Yeah, like what is up? Yeah, what is up with exactly? You're like,
so,
what the heck?
Just to say, there is a lot of confusion for people that don't understand about the Jewish religion, that there is the Jewish religion and also there's the Jewish race.
Right.
So the Jewish race are people primarily like originated from Jerusalem, so they're Jewish by race. Mm-hmm. And so there is also the Jewish religion that did come from Jerusalem, but if you look at the complications of the religion versus the heritage, there's two different parts of that. So I mean, obviously the Holocaust, the Nazis didn't really care if you were just Jewish religion or Jewish race. Right. It was all kind of lumped in, and they considered all Jewish, depending on heritage, religion, race, whatever, as being awful. This is such a horrible and sad thing to talk about.
Yeah, especially just a little bit. Even on this show, we talked about how that one book, Mouse, is being taken out of schools. It's that just happened. It's a few days after it was like this wasn't a national holiday, but like for Jewish people, for Heritage Day. I think it was like the next day those things were announced. It was like it's just crazy. But
like Hanukkah and everything.
Yeah, so she's taking a little forced 2 week sabbatical. So
a lot of people who don't educate themselves on these things. I mean, there's Jewish race and there's Jewish religion, and you know, so it's difficult. And a lot of people, they're one and the same because they have a heritage in their own religion, right, and heritage and culture. So it's well, that's so. Whoopi, come on.
No, she got. What did they say? You gonna learn today. You gonna learn. But it could have been worse. You
only got 2 weeks for that. I feel like if you said something like that nowadays in school, where they have like the zero tolerance policy, you'd be expelled. So all she got was 2 weeks suspension. She got paid.
You know what? I'll dive into that from on a show where they purposely will, because they get the majority of the panel is left leaning, and they always get a right leaning person to be that fifth member and things like that. On a show where 9 times out of 10, that fifth member is always, getting in trouble for something, and and the rest of them are piling on them, and nothing ever happens. It's something I've said a lot. Like it's like you're on the left. If you make one of these mistakes, your allies are gonna pounce on you quick. I mean, they want you to resign. They want you gone. But on the other side, it's like, hey, it's not a big deal. It's kind of. I've always kind of felt like that in a way. So I'm not surprised. I'm like, it's like they'll.
I feel like that is a big deal. I mean, that's not something new. About the Jewish people. I mean, especially in the industry that she's in, there's a lot of Jewish people in that industry. not to marginalize, but there's a lot of Jewish people in every industry. To say that
to not know that was a fact, which how you clarified
but,
it.
There's a difference. Yeah, but there's a difference between saying I don't know or I'm not sure to making a definitive statement saying something.
Exactly. She came off like as if she just knew for a fact, and then she was dead wrong, and this is what happens. I'll tell you one thing: the direction that we're all going with like banning books and stuff ain't gonna help educate us about it anytime soon. So we need to learn. No. We need to be willing to talk about these things. But that's a story for another time. Let's move on. What's the last thing the next thing we have on the spotlight?
So the next thing we have Joe Rogan and The Rock. In a video statement he posted earlier this week on Instagram, the podcaster, so Joe Rogan, said he would maybe, this is the quote, maybe try harder to get people with different opinions, end quote, after musicians like Neil Young and Joni Mitchell pulled their music from Spotify, citing Rogan's spread of vaccine misinformation.
And I heard that The Rock gave a shout out to him on, I think maybe it was Instagram, saying that he clarified himself pretty good and can't wait to be on the show and have a talk and sit down and have a drink with him and all that stuff. And then The Rock got backlash from that. So it's gonna be an ongoing thing. So
Joe Rogan is in a place where all he does is push hard on his opinions. And he's got a podcast, and he was one of the first to really pull the podcast thing before it all kind of started, and he just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And we've just been along in the ride to his evolution in opinion and how he decides to put his information forward. And he is heavy on his opinion, and he enjoys drinking and smoking and whatever's with all his guests, and it's fun to watch.
It's a boys club. It's a boys club over there.
Is it just people just a chatting that may not be experts in their fields, and they're just going on about something? Yeah. And there are. Speaking of some misinformation for sure.
Speaking of misinformation, Jameson's talking about breaking news that's his baby Rihanna in Rihanna's belly. Don't
tell ASAP Rocky.
Don't you put that in the universe, Jameson? Don't you start don't be trying to break up a happy home with me and Rihanna like that.
No, we don't want to get sued like that.
I'm talking about the fact that that's mine. We're gonna have to fight for that. We're gonna have to fight for that fake news.
No. Do you know whose baby I think that is? I think that's Rihanna's baby.
I think it's both Rihanna and ASAP Rocky's baby.
I don't think it matters. To me, I'm like, who's ASAP Rocky? I don't care. That's Rihanna's baby.
Oh wow.
That's like 100%. Like that's Rihanna's baby. I don't care.
That's not what the law says.
I know who ASAP Rocky is. Well, yeah, but he's just a small part, I feel like. In my mind, I'm like, Rihanna's having a baby. I'm not going ASAP Rocky's having a baby. I don't know who that is.
Wow. Way to dismiss 50% of the human race.
He's 50% of the biology, but that baby's 100% in Rihanna's spotlight. If you're gonna pick a spotlight, Rihanna's got a bigger one. Just saying.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see.
I like Rihanna. I don't even know what ASAP Rocky has done. I've heard his name before.
More than anybody, more than any of us. But last on the list, we got there's some bad news on it for the former Miss USA. Is it Chelsie? Is it Kryst or Christ? The cause of her death has been officially ruled to be a suicide. The New York City Office of Chief Medical Examiners confirmed in People today that her death was actually ruled a suicide. She was 30 years old, and it's a wild story, and that's mostly about what's going on with like mental health issues and things like that, because people are like
30 years old.
Yeah, 30 years old. That's the wrong graphic.
Picture.
30 years old. And people are still got the wrong picture up.
Yeah.
30 years old.
That's not what 30 years old looks like, folks.
30 years old, Miss USA, and people always assume like,
She's beautiful.
that everything is all good, everything's all great, and it's not always the case.
No, you can't look at somebody and be able to measure their mental health or be able to tell their mental health. So, I mean, that's horribly sad. 30 years old is so young. She had such a bright future. She did so well. I mean, Miss USA, how competitive is that?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, to lose her now before we see everything she could have contributed to the world is just so sad.
Yep. So yep, those are the quick spotlight, guys. Let's move on to the main topics. So like I said, if you want to send us a topic,
Jameson says, "Where TF is Daniel?"
Oh, you want to know where Daniel is, Jameson? Let me tell you. Let me tell you
He's
something.
Gonna show
Let me tell you where.
Question.
Let me tell you where that guy is. That he's actually finally he's made it in. What I'm installing and trying to do is get his camera working. Let's see if I can. Let's see if we can make this happen. Let's try to fix it real quick. Bear with me for a second, guys. He's like, where the heck is Dan? He's like, I don't want to see all you guys. Where's the where's the guy that we came to see? I don't know why that camera's not working. Let's see what's going on there.
Do you want me to read the topic?
Yeah, you can do me a favor. Read the topic real quick while we try to fix this issue with this camera real fast.
Is my mic working?
Let's see. Is his mic working there, Sarah?
Yeah, I can hear him.
You can hear me?
I can hear him, but I don't know if I can hear him off of yours or his own.
Hello.
The first main topic is from IGN. Jurassic World Dominion is the end of the trilogy and not the end of the series.
Dun dun dun.
Let's get the I'm sorry, let me get the
should I do the theme?
The graphic working. The graphic's not working because I got the wrong
You want to talk about that or read the next one?
No, we're good. No, it's good. It's just that I'm trying to get Jameson's camera working. You can start it off like, what do you? Jameson. Daniel. Damn it, Jameson! You got in my damn head. I'm trying to get Daniel's.
I personally think there's too many damn Jurassic. I don't give a crap anymore. Like,
man,
I
Sarah.
don't care if people are petting raptors. I don't care. They're gonna eat you. I know how it's gonna go. The start of the movie, everybody's fine. We're living with these dinosaurs. They like me. They're not gonna eat me. They're docile. Blah, blah, blah. You know, that's not true. I don't believe you. And then in the end, they eat everybody. So I mean, like, I don't see how new Jurassic World or Jurassic
Sarah, I have a question.
Jurassic Park is gonna do anything.
Sarah.
I
have a question for you.
Okay, I have lots of answers.
What's it like having so many wrong opinions about things?
Well, I wouldn't know.
Well, I think you do because you're wrong about this again.
I don't have any. No, opinions aren't wrong.
So much negativity in there.
I know.
So we're expecting.
You're just mad because you're super late, man.
Hey, I can't. There was an accident on 45. You know. I think it was Ghostface.
Well, Daniel, while I'm trying to fix your mic, let's ask you, what do you think about the fact that Jurassic World
not in the middle.
Dominion is not going to be the end of it? What do you think?
I mean, I've been excited for most of these movies, so
you would.
Okay, hey, I'm talking.
I know. I'm gonna light your ass up now.
I mean, definitely we're getting Dr. Malcolm, Dr. Sattler, and Dr. Grant back for this movie. So that's exciting. And I don't know where they'll go after this. I mean, I have some ideas, maybe. Maybe it has to tie into what's the show on Netflix that they're doing? The Camp Cretaceous show?
Yeah.
I feel like they could, what's been happening in that show could tie into movies. I
just had your camera just for a split second and then it just disappeared.
But I mean,
how many times can you tell me the same story? It
hasn't been the same story.
They're all
I got the answer to that. I mean, as long as it keeps making $1 billion in the box office.
Well, there you go. But I'm still like, I as a viewer, like, oh yay, we've redone the dinosaurs. They're not gonna eat us this time. Oh shit, they're eating us. You know, I mean, that's just what it is.
But here's the thing, though. I mean, people say that. People always say, you know, Hollywood doesn't support original stuff anymore, but when they do, I mean, we can go into it and show you all the original IPs that come out that make no money, and then the sequels make the most. These
Right.
people
That's true.
want to see these sequels, and I didn't think that the first Jurassic World was gonna be as popular as it was, and it blew the doors off. The next one, the second
I
Jurassic
was
World, wasn't that
shocked.
great. I was shocked that it made
shocked.
billions of dollars. So
Yeah.
there's a space for it. But the fact that they're going to that this isn't going to be a closed like trilogy like the first like Jurassic Park was, as Jurassic World isn't going to be. So I'm wondering if it's going to be Jurassic World, and that's going to be a trilogy, and then the next three or the next sequel after Jurassic World Dominion is going to be like Jurassic something else, like Jurassic Universe. Oh, we going into space with these damn dinosaurs.
Where else can they go? Oh, they're going into the sea.
There's a whole planet full
They're
of
going
dinosaurs.
into the sea.
Right, Mars. Mars.
Yeah, there's dinosaurs on
Watch
Mars.
out, Atlantis! Here comes the dinosaurs.
Exactly.
Hey man, they're all water dinosaurs.
So,
But
I
don't know. I feel like it could tie into what they're doing in
The
the
mermen are
the
having
Netflix
to
show.
fight the dinosaurs.
I think that's exactly what I don't know. I think that this trilogy of dinosaur movies, that's gonna be it, and then they're gonna name it something else, like Jurassic Park was 3, Jurassic World is another. But what else are they gonna call it after Jurassic World?
I think they'll take a 5-year break and then reboot. That's just what Hollywood.
Oh yeah, that's
they take a
typically
5-year break.
Yeah, but I mean,
then
like
they reboot.
all these dinosaurs are like all across the world now. It seems like, or like who knows where? Because dinosaurs got transported to different places when they got bought. So it's like, where are they? Oh, they're not centered.
Oh no, I got you. We're good.
All right, good now. I don't know.
People are gonna have
like
dinosaurs in their tone. Where instead of like Tiger King, we're gonna have Dinosaur King on Netflix.
I'd much rather watch that than Tiger King.
You didn't like Tiger King?
I haven't watched it. It just, I don't know. It doesn't seem that intriguing to me. I didn't watch it.
But
I didn't like it.
there's no.
Sarah didn't like Tiger King either.
Oh, Sarah doesn't like anything.
No, she doesn't. No.
Horrifying.
I didn't watch any of it. I was watching.
I didn't hear your snide comment there, Daniel, but I'll take offense to it. Just to say.
As you should.
I'm saying, hey, like, see, that's why I didn't watch it. Sarah didn't like it, so I didn't watch it.
Oh, sure. No, BS.
But
You and your late ass coming in, making snide comments, like all that.
I can't help there was a crash on Highway 45.
Well,
Playing for traffic, my man.
all right. This is not the Sarah Daniel snippety snipey show. All right, guys. Let us know what you guys think about the whole thing that's going on with Jurassic World. That the fact that this is not the last of the trilogy. This is you know what? Because of the fact that I can't think of a better title than Jurassic
It's the
World.
end of the trilogy, but not the end of the series.
The series, yeah. The fact will the next one after this one be called Jurassic World, or will they come up with a new name? Will it just be Jurassic or something?
Well, I think
like that?
it'll just be season like 2 or 3 or whatever the season, because it's the end of. They're not making more seasons. They're just saying.
Well, it's not
They're
a
not
TV
making more
series.
shows.
It's
but
a
they're
movie.
making more seasons.
It's a
More
movie,
series.
Sarah.
But maybe we'll expand on streaming. Well, let's see. Let us know what you guys think. Comment below, and we'll talk about it. Maybe some more on We Got Your Mail. What's the next up? I don't know if we have any wrestling fans. I'm a huge wrestling fan. Anybody else? No. Am I the only one here?
No.
So okay, since I'm the only one here, I'll mention it, guys. Ronda Rowsey returned back to the WWE. She came back to kick a little butt. She won the Royal Rumble. Let me put her in the little cutoff on the screen right there.
You mean they had a script for her to win?
Yeah, that's
No,
called.
but seriously, that lady.
It's wrestling entertainment.
I know.
Yeah, and even on script, she could beat all of us in real life.
Oh yeah, she could. It's funny
Which
how,
most
like,
wrestlers
it's
could.
funny how like all this.
Oh
It's like
my
it's
God.
all scripted.
Rousey in MMA, like whoa.
Y2 Germs. Going back to the last topic real quick. Y2 Germs just had a good idea. A trilogy prequel just called Jurassic. A prequel.
That'd be interesting.
What, like the creation of Jurassic Park? Maybe that's what he's talking about. Something like how the
Like back before even the first Jurassic Park movie. Maybe is that what he's talking
are we
about?
going back to Pangea? No. But
The
like,
supercontinent,
like instead of coming to Jurassic Park, like them actually create. Well,
or just before they actually created the park from the first movie. I don't know.
I don't know how exciting that would be. I don't know. Jurassic. It's called a Jurassic. I don't know. I'm sorry. I got off topic. Going back to my.
We're missing
Ronda Rousey.
Wrestling and dinosaurs now.
So Ronda Rousey was signed to the WWE for a couple years. And then she left for 3 years she started a family and things like that. We didn't know if she was going to come back, and then she surprised us and came back in the last pay-per-view. I'm going to go further in a conversation with this on Friday with a friend of mine. Me and my friend Joe, we are huge wrestling fans. We're going to bring back the segment we used to call instead of the road to WrestleMania, we are the bros to WrestleMania. And I came up with that before the wrestler Riddle started saying bro a lot. Okay, so
Brosville.
Yes, right. We're bros, man. We're bros. Let's go back to the main camera so we can get rid of any haters of WWE. But yeah, no, I was excited. It was funny because the two winners of the Royal Rumble, the men's event and the women's event, were two MMA fighters, Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey. So that was kind of an interesting little twist that they had at the end. So I'm excited about the WWE again. It's getting exciting again after COVID shut everything down. I didn't watch it at all. And I'm a huge wrestling fan, but I didn't watch it much at all when there was nobody in the audience and things like that. But now that it's back to normal again, I'm super excited about it. What's going on, Pierre Kelly? How you doing? How is it? Pierre Kelly says, "Hi, everybody." I'm like, that's like the Simpsons. "Hi, everybody." "Hi, Dr. Nick."
Hey, wait. What did Jameson say? So he goes, "Hey, I'm Daniel. I didn't like it. I mean, I didn't watch it, so I don't know anything about it, but I still don't like it."
Jameson's messing with you Jameson's messing with you on the comments right now.
What did I say I didn't like, Jameson?
What was that? What were we talking about?
I said I didn't watch Tiger King. I didn't say I didn't like it. Sarah said she didn't like it.
You said you didn't like Tiger King, and then you said you didn't watch it. You for real said both of those things.
I said Sarah didn't like it, so I was like, okay, well that didn't reason not to watch it.
You said I didn't like Tiger King, and then you went on.
How can I not like it when I didn't watch it?
Oh my God!
That's the riddle we're trying to figure out.
I don't say stuff about that I don't watch. So I said,
Hey, Chris,
I said Sarah didn't like it.
No, back to the most important. But going back to the most important part of the show,
messing us up.
which was wrestling. Pierre Kelly says, "I thought Lita was going to win the Rumble, but now she is in the elimination." For a second there, I thought she was too. There was a couple of old school legends that came back that looked like holy crap. Like was it not Kelly? It was it Kelly? Who's the Undertaker's wife? Pierre, if you know her name. I thought she looked great. I thought Lita looked great, and I'm hoping they come back for. I'm glad that Lita's coming back for Elimination Chamber 2. So Pierre, look out for on Friday. We're going to be talking more wrestling. So all you wrestling fans out there, I can't talk about that cool stuff with these guys. So we're going to move on to the next topic.
Watch it. I mean,
okay,
so I'm saying Ronda Rousey's cool.
He totally did say that.
Yeah,
Ronda Rousey is cool. Yeah. So I think it'll be. Well, wasn't she? How long was she in UFC fighting for?
I mean, I don't know much about her UFC career.
She's in there
but she dominated.
Oh
yeah,
she dominated the UFC more better than any other athlete that's ever dominated the field before.
I don't remember her record though.
I think it's only 2 losses out of probably a gajillion wins.
Right.
Michelle McCool, thank you.
She did really good.
Yeah, Michelle McCool looked amazing. Like, bring her back now, and I know she won't, but. I thought she looked great, but we'll talk about more about that on Friday, guys. Moving on to the next topic real quick.
Oh goodness!
I don't know if you're excited about this, Daniel. Do you play? Are you a gamer?
Yeah.
At all? So you hear about Sony buying Bungie? Yeah. So right after Microsoft buys, what was it that they Microsoft just got through buying one of Sony's Activision. They just bought Activision.
Yeah.
And everybody was freaking out about that.
And Sony's like,
and then Sony comes right back and answers back to that by buying a Microsoft property.
Yeah.
Bungie. But
$3.6 billion.
For $3.6 billion. But Halo, their main game for the company, is not included with that sale. It's they bought everything but the number one game.
Well, Halo Halo makes the most money. Why would they sell that in
Right.
initial?
Exactly.
They can pull
that's like
and just literally live off of that if they want to.
Which
that's
proves
kind of comparison to like not Sony not giving up Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They don't want to give up Halo.
well,
I think that's kind of like that.
well, Activision didn't make Spider-Man.
Well, no, I'm saying I'm saying an example. That's why Sony's not giving up Spider-Man.
Yeah, it would
it's
be.
like, it's like comparison to this.
Yeah,
like,
I think the equivalent would be if when Microsoft bought Activision, if Activision didn't sell, include Call of Duty in that sale.
Right.
But Activision is a gaming developer, where Microsoft and Sony they make games and they create consoles. So I'm not surprised that Sony and this isn't brand new. This isn't a response to Microsoft buying Activision. If this deal is happening, this has been in the works for a minute. It's funny how Sony was trying to buy something from Microsoft, and Microsoft was buying something that Sony benefits from as well. It's just funny how I don't know what's going on, but this is a huge shakeup in the gaming world. Bungie will be an independent subsidiary of Sony Interactive Entertainment following the acquisition pending regulatory review. Sony has agreed to acquire Bungie, the video game developer behind the hit like the Halo and Destiny franchise, which I only played for a hot second.
Yeah, here it says they're becoming an independent studio more focused on Destiny now. It seems like.
They're gonna make they have to because Halo wasn't a part of the deal. So now they're gonna try to revive the Destiny franchise. Yeah, and this is all on the heels of Halo now becoming a series now and stuff like that. So this is interesting. That is interesting. That Sony would waste $3 billion and not even get the best thing out of the deal. It's freaking crazy. But following the acquisition pending regulatory review, Bungie will be an independent subsidiary of Sony. Independent, I'll read that part. Bungie has created and continues to involve some of the world's most beloved video game franchises, and by aligning its values with people's desires to share gameplay experiences, they bring together millions of people around the world. The president and CEO of Sony Group Corporation said in a statement, "We will utilize the Sony Group diverse array of entertainment and technology assets to support further evolution of Bungie and its ability to create iconic worlds across multiple platforms and media." Continuing on, the Sony Bungie deal arrives amid a buying spree in gaming this month already. Grand Theft Auto publisher Take-Two Interactive agreed to acquire Worlds with Friends mobile game giant Zynga, if I'm saying that right, with a $12.7 billion deal. While Microsoft said it would buy the game publisher Activision, we just mentioned that, for $68 billion. That's I'm wondering, with all these games being acquired, this and that and the other, with Halo coming out, do you think this is going to open up a new world? Do you think this is going to lead into movies being not as Sonic is successful? Right. Sarah, what do you think? Are you excited about the possibility that this could possibly lead into more video game movies? Woo!
Aren't they planning a Halo movie?
They got a series that's coming out. That was a series.
Okay.
The Halo movie should have came out in 2007. Right. So I mean that's a whole thing right there.
Is that when it first came out?
Oh, like 2003.
Like it was early 2000s.
That was early 2000s. Yeah. That's been way. Right. It's been a long. It's
like after all these years now.
Yeah, I don't even.
Of course, Sonic was a year.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
but it was a surprise hit. But Sonic is a name like Mario that just has stood the test of time, like 20 plus years. So
yeah, everybody loves Sonic.
Yeah,
Sonic is,
the difference is they weren't developing a Sonic movie like 20 years ago and it never happened. So they've been promising a Halo movie for crazy years. I know that. But what about you, Daniel? What do you think?
As long as it feels like what they did with Sonic, like it's a good storyline. It's not something like super cheesy. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they could be done if they're done right, and it's not just like a cash grab.
I mean, every movie is a cash grab.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but actually have like a good story to back it up, something that will actually keep fans supporting that video game or show or whatever. Now,
I mean, as long as they're true to the original characters, I mean,
right?
I can complain.
Like, I mean,
I don't care if it's true to the original character, as long as it's the best story that translate on screen. That's all I care about.
And like, I love how like for Sonic they like listen to the fans.
That was a mistake. I'm sorry. It worked out. It worked. Let me be honest with you. It worked out, but that was a mistake. Like if you have a vision for a movie, you make your movie because you're the professional.
They didn't change the movie. It's just they changed the way.
They changed the look.
Yeah, but that's about it. I mean,
but it worked out.
Yeah.
But if it didn't work out, if the movie didn't make any money, you could say the fan meddling could have been the reason why. They could have.
Well, I don't think they changed the story. I think they just they didn't change. They just changed the way he looked.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess the story. If the story was weak, the story was going to be weak. But the story was good. Yeah.
Y2 Germs just made a comment. Whoever was doing the Halo movie left the project and gave it to someone else, and then ended up making District 9. So if you guys saw District 9, that was pretty dang amazing. And honestly,
the movie was great.
If you feel it out and think about Halo and District 9, I get it. I get the influence.
Mm-hmm. I used to go on back and forth with my friend Sean about District 9 because he's the guy who made District 9. He made a couple other movies and none of them did as well critically or financially as District 9 did. He kept getting so many projects, and I was like, the dude's only had one hit though. And he keeps getting more projects. And he's like, but he's a it's like he's a genius, he's a this and he's a that. I'm like, this is M. Night Shyamalan all over again.
Mm-hmm.
You're so in love with that first 100%. Movie. You're ignoring all this crap.
I thought there was going to be a sequel to District 9 the way it ended.
There is now. Now there is. After they gave him all that crap and that was failed, now he's coming back to the District 9 world. So
it's like that one good date, and then you just ignore all the red flags from there.
I was, what's the time? Let's see, that's 50 minutes, 26 seconds before Sarah mentioned that guy. No.
Different guy. Different guy. I don't know. I don't have a specific one.
Yeah, he's like, it's like that. Whoever this mystery person is, he's watching right now. Is like, damn it, Sarah, keep bringing up old stuff. I said I was sorry. Anyway.
No, I doubt he even knows I exist.
The CEO of Bungie said, I want to be clear to the community that Bungie will remain an independent and multi-platform studio and publisher. So it's like they're still to be independent, even though they got bought out.
Right.
So I guess they're going to give them, still let them be in control, even though. So we'll see how that works.
I mean, let's. Yeah. I mean, I think the trailer looked good. I thought it was interesting. I'm about to talk more about Halo on another YouTuber's channel. I'm gonna fix this real quick. I'm fixing something at the same time as I'm trying to talk. Let me fix. There we go. See if it worked. There it is.
Hey.
If I can get the lower third ever to be.
Hey, you guys know when we've made it big? Do you know how to know when we made it big?
How's that?
When I've had to block a porno channel from posting links on our comments 6 times now.
Today?
Yeah, today.
What? Did you? Are you telling me that you just blocked our sponsor?
We'll satisfy your wishes online and then provided a link. Yeah, we know what that's about. I've blocked them 6 times.
What did it say? I didn't hear that.
Will satisfy your wishes online. Winky face link.
Yeah, Talking Through the Media is brought to you by.
You didn't satisfy my needs by giving me food.
Don't say their name. We don't want to promote that.
Right.
Hey, the way to satisfy my needs is to buy me food. You know.
Is that why you're so skinny?
Or buy me a cosplay. You know.
He's hungry.
You can buy me a new cosplay. That will.
How's your new cosplay coming? Vigilante.
Sarah. Anyways,
I'm sorry.
it was a secret.
Is that an outer? Is that a thing in the cosplay world? Can you get outed for working on something?
Yeah,
I
liked having secret cosplays, but hopefully nobody knows watching this at the time.
But you know what? That's a good segue. Like, speaking of cosplay, let me. I've been meaning to do this for like last week. I forgot to do it, so I'm gonna give a shout out.
Speaking of cosplays or adult entertainment, which one?
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to the cosplayers of the week. I've been meaning to give that shout out, and I failed to do it last time, and I'm gonna do it right now. So, real quick, so the cosplayers of the week is something I do on our social media. I give a shout out to various cosplayers out there. Daniel's always campaigning to be it, but I think he should be prohibited because he's on the show.
Oh, come on.
But cosplayer of the week, real quick, I'm gonna shout these guys out. Starting with number one, we go to on this is all on Instagram at Saw NC if that's what it is, that's how it's spelled. So Saw NC. She does a lot of Game of Thrones and Star Wars cosplay. There's some from
looks amazing
from Zootopia. She does some great work. Go follow
cool.
Saw NC on Instagram. Second, I think this is a friend of Daniel's. Is it Morgan Knight cosplay?
Oh yeah, the one who I finally met in person.
You guys, tell us about Morgan Knight.
So basically, she creates armor type cosplays, and I've been friends with her on Instagram since like 2019 or 2020, and I finally got to go to New Orleans where she lives to attend Fan Expo New Orleans in person. And so yeah, I got to attend the con with her and her husband, and we just really hung out the whole time. And her cosplays have always been really amazing. So she's got some future ones in the work too now that she told me about. So you should of course the one she did over the weekend when I was with them, she did Feora from Man of Steel, and it looked amazing. She ended up winning first place in a cosplay
at the
contest
at the
convention.
At that convention.
So yeah, she's and she's like well known on Instagram ever since she's been making her own cosplays. Cool. So it's pretty cool, and she's a good friend.
And last but not least, we have. Let me make sure is the transition working out there at the _dark_guardian. This gentleman does a lot of only does like Batman cosplays, and I would swear that this guy snuck in the Warner Brothers lot and stole these suits because they look just like the costumes that were.
Look these two cosplayers
this is some money. I don't know if he's making them himself or if he's purchasing these costumes, but if he's purchased them, this is some high quality stuff right there. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to these guys. They put in a lot of good work, and I wanted to give them some time on the show to highlight that. Moving on to the next the next topic from Variety. Legendary sells 760 million minority shares to Apollo. Let me try to pull. Oh my goodness!
Legendary Studios sells $760 million worth of their minority stake in the movie Apollo.
And this is why. I'm sorry. I'm going crazy with these technical difficulties there. Dune producer Legendary Entertainment sells 760 million stakes to Apollo, and I thought that would interest Sarah because she's a huge Dune fan. I know this probably won't affect anything like the sequel or anything like that, but I just thought it was interesting that Legendary Entertainment they had to sell. I wonder if this was because of what went down with the whole HBO Max day and date thing and them losing money and not getting the compensation to I feel like they probably deserved from what the production that they put in to making a great movie. Yeah. And but they did get a sequel. They got guaranteed a sequel, but it's just interesting that Legendary Entertainment is selling some of their shares.
We all know they were planning the sequel before that movie even.
I mean, planning is you can plan all day, but that doesn't guarantee you're going to get it.
If it wasn't,
they only announced the green light like as it was in theaters.
Yeah.
Well, I think after that first weekend is when they announced it. After that opening weekend.
Well, I mean, but that also came after Christopher Nolan complained about how he hated the whole day and date thing.
Yeah,
and
I feel like that hurt a lot of things.
It shook up a lot. I mean, that was, and this, I know it's a different company, and then a little bit later, then Disney went through their drama with Scarlett Johansson.
They had to like pay her money.
Pay her. They had to come out with all these
because her
deals.
contract said it was me theaters only.
Yeah, exactly.
And they went against their contract, and so she's like, I want my money I was promised.
So Legendary Entertainment sold for $760 million equity stakes to Apollo. The company announced on Monday the pact gives the investment giant a minority ownership position in the studio behind Dune and Godzilla vs. Kong. In July, Variety broke the news that Legendary was exploring a possible sale and merger and had abandoned an earlier plan to merge with a special purpose acquisition company, SPAC. So they've been planning this, and I guess they needed to raise some money. I can only assume that was part of the reasons for this decision, that they needed to sell because of the losses they took, probably because of the pandemic. But
well, I mean, Legendary is owned by Wanda. If you keep reading, it's a Chinese conglomerate. I mean, that's why they're in all the Godzilla movies and stuff. So that's interesting.
I feel like they did Inception back in 2010.
Christopher Nolan, because wasn't Christopher Nolan part of?
He's the director of Inception, also
of Legendary. Though, wasn't that his company? I think I'm remembering that correctly.
The Dark Knight. I remember the Dark Knight.
They had the Legendary logo before.
For the Dark Knight trilogy, also.
Yeah, that was the Christopher Nolan business for a while. But good catch, Sarah. I didn't. If I would have, you're right. If I would have continued to read, I would have saw that.
Keep reading.
But it's interesting. Like a lot of these sales that are going off with these billionaire companies, billions and trillions of dollar deals that are going on with video game companies. Legendary selling shares in it. I just hope it doesn't affect the movies that were planned on coming out, which I don't think it will. Godzilla, the sequels that are coming out from that, the series that's coming out from that,
I mean,
Mortal Kombat
with this
2.
Purchase, like from that last paragraph, you can see that it had a majority stake in the new company. So it'll be interesting to see what influence they bring to the table and how that would change any direction or restrict anything moving forward. Because obviously that could shape how the next movie comes up. If they're restrictive on funding or vision or where they'd like to see it going. Especially
since a lot of movies, like fewer movies than before, are getting distributed to China nowadays. It used to be a longer list, but now that's strong. And let me just say, I know this is off topic, but Spider-Man: No Way Home would have been over $2 billion by now if it would have opened in China.
It's like at 1.7.
Yeah, it would have been over $2 billion.
It may still. I don't know. Is it? No, it's not going to.
No, they've closed the door.
China's like the second. Is it second or first?
It's political. They're beefing with America. This is the way to punish us. It's a whole thing. If they only allowed 7 movies from North America to come in, 10 movies from North America, they decided to shrink that number to like 3 or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember what the equivalent is.
I'm sure the people who live in there are hating that.
They're making money, but they're still making money. But I'm sure Legendary ain't gonna be suffering from that.
I feel like they'd be close to Avatar right now. Possibly.
I mean, with the Chinese economy and their copyright laws, they can rip off anything that is the U.S. So somebody could get a copy of that Spider-Man movie and they could be premiering it in all the theaters in China, but it doesn't show up under the normal Spider-Man draw because they're basically ripping it off because there's no copyright laws. China only understands and regulates their own copyright laws. They don't recognize any others. So they can steal anything and play anything from anybody, and they don't have to give anybody credit.
Exactly.
So, that's the thing. So the reason why they're restricting and putting these covenants on anything from outside of China is because they don't have to recognize any of that effort. They can steal whatever they want and play in the theaters Spider-Man before it comes out in the United States because somebody boosted it. So it's like that with Prada, with any designer stuff. It's like that with any media. It's like that with any manufacturing, anything made. They can just boost it, and they do. And there's little that we can do about it because they don't recognize any other copyright or restrictive laws other than their own in the country. So here's what it is.
Well, here's So about the ledger and anything, it says why it matters. With a global rise of streaming spurring demand for more original content, private equity and strategic investors have flooded Hollywood. That's one thing I just read.
Whatever that means.
Right? But I guess that's why it matters. That's what it says.
That's why it matters. Last but not least on the list of main topics to talk about, HBO Max prepares to launch in 15 more countries in Europe. Do you know how long I've been hearing on various channels, consumers out there that are upset? They can't get their Peacemaker. They can't get, the Dune. They can't get this and that and the other because HBO Max is not available out there in Europe. But now it looks like it's finally happening. HBO Max coming out to HBO Max coming out coming to Europe, to 15 more countries.
Coming out of your closet.
Exactly. I just outed HBO Max in Europe. But HBO Max is continuing to steadily roll out in Europe with its second wave of countries. And I'm not gonna lie, I love Netflix. When I've been loyal to Netflix,
Right.
I've been a huge fan of Netflix, and I still have Netflix. But more and more, I find myself clicking the HBO Max app more than any other app out there. Do you guys have HBO Max?
I feel like after all these other ones are created, Netflix has some shows that still come out, but it feels like more streaming services are come with their own original content.
HBO's been crushing it.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the channel as far as original series for decades. So
Because I haven't really watched all of them.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, if you look at like the timeline of who did streaming first, I mean Netflix.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's been for
freaking Hulu.
as far
And now-
as
and now these
streaming, but
bigger
who did
companies-
quality cable original TV series? HBO.
Yeah.
right.
They were the ones
But
crushing
that's
it.
different. Like that's entirely different than like open streaming services.
Just what wasn't Game of Thrones?
HBO has always delivered, great content, but I mean HBO Max. Like right now, I'm watching Peacemaker. I'm watching Pennyworth. If you guys haven't watched
Ooh,
Pennyworth,
I want to watch Pennyworth.
You know who that
I'm
is. That's
thinking
Batman's
about
butler.
it. That's Alfred, right?
We know who Alfred is.
Yeah.
It's good.
I have it on my
good, I'm
list to
watching
watch.
it.
I mean, I'm thinking about it. I'm not. I don't know. What do you think? If you want to talk me into it, you got 30 seconds. Talk me into Pennyworth. Why should I watch it?
So hot British skinny
Oh, God.
dude, SS officer, kicking ass, having sex with the queen. Like, what's up?
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know
Scottish dude gets stabbed in the chest, pulls it out, goes, "What's up?" and continues on with life. I mean, come on. Like, what you got?
You know what?
This must be a young Alfred.
Yeah, from
It
the
is.
picture,
It
yeah.
is young
Okay.
Alfred.
You know
That's
what?
it's
I'm
called
not gonna
Pennyworth.
lie. I said sell it to me in 30 seconds or less, and she and,
Like in
and,
10
and,
seconds.
and Sarah went to ass kicker, boning the queen. Boom.
Hey,
She crushed it just like that.
nothing else.
Hey, you
Nothing
know
else.
what? You know what? You got me. You got me. I might have to
So-
check it out. Might have to check it
Yeah.
out. What do you,
No,
what,
it's good. It's like 2 seasons.
what do you think, Daniel? As I fix your camera on this new angle,
It's good.
are you gonna check it out?
Yeah, I think I'll check it out.
Yeah, Daddy Wayne is in it.
Oh, Thomas.
Wayne,
Daddy?
he
Thomas
gets married,
Wayne.
all that stuff.
Guys call him Thomas Wayne.
She's like,
No, I like Daddy Wayne because that's how he's behaving in this. There's also Satanists in this show. There's Satanists. There's fascists.
Whoa.
There's it's a
so
lot
this is
going
PBS.
on.
This is children's programming. Then I'm assuming. Right?
No. Satanist, fascist, sex clubs.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
She's like, oh, you're gonna want to watch this for Zaddy Wayne.
Daddy Wayne.
My name is Thomas Wayne, but you can call me Daddy.
You call me Daddy Wayne. I'm the Bat Daddy.
There you go.
Bat Daddy.
Bat Daddy. Thomas Wayne.
Daddy.
I could already see that meme is coming out real soon. Bat Daddy. Oh wow. There's your show.
Daddy.
There's your new show on HBO Max. Bat Daddy. Daniel's like, I am not hearing this.
He's not impressed.
You're not gonna sell
I
the
will not
name
call
Watch
him
it
that.
now.
of Thomas
You
Wayne.
want to watch
Yes.
it now with Bat Daddy.
Thomas Wayne, who by the way played a badass Batman in an alternative world in the Flashpoint.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna be seeing that.
I thought so. I thought that's who Michael Keaton was, but now I'm not so sure. I don't know.
No, it's definitely. I feel of course. I feel like it should be
the guy who played Batman's father in with,
Jeffrey Dean Morgan
from
I feel like
Batman vs Superman.
Yeah. And
it should be, he should play.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
He would definitely be a good, as Sarah would call him, the Bat Zaddy. Yeah, that would, yeah.
Because we know how much women love Jeffrey Dean Morgan. You know, women love Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, we exactly. And I'm looking. I would love to see that. Now Sarah's got me all thrown off with that daddy.
It's Bat Daddy.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
But I mean,
what were we talking about again? This was about HBO Max in Europe.
And then that led us to Alfred, to the Pennyworth show, and then it somehow led to Thomas Wayne being
Bat Zaddy.
Thomas Wayne comes on the screen, you're gonna be like, Bat Daddy.
Let me get rid of the cosplayers of the week over here.
Bat Daddy.
Wow. Okay, that's settled. Like, what was that lady on TikTok? Calm down.
But it's Bat Daddy. You don't understand.
Pretty soon, Pluto TV will reach China. That's talking about the last topic.
I feel like what we need to say right now, if you've ever seen The Office, when Dwight pours water on Phyllis when she's listening to at work the story of 50 Shades of Grey. And like
I'm not into Bat Daddy. I'm just saying he is Bat Daddy.
I know, but I feel like we need to pour water on you because
Wayne, let me see if I can
need a cool down period. Bat Daddy doesn't do it for me.
Let me see if I mean
Pennyworth is making it happen though. Let me say, Queen.
I mean that was
that's a spoilers. I'm sorry, folks, but that happens.
I'm glad I didn't hear that. I zoned out for a second.
Yeah, here we go. This is I don't know if this is an appropriate picture of it. Let's see if you can see it right here. There you go. There's the
that's
Bat
not
Daddy.
That's not in the Pennyworth.
Not in Pennyworth. No, that was Bruce Wayne's father in Batman vs Superman.
Oh, okay.
Well, Negan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan is
Bat Daddy and Pennyworth is cuter.
I don't even know who it is.
Obviously, you're not a Grey's Anatomy fan, huh?
No.
or Walking
Dead.
Bat
Daddy is cuter.
Wow. I am definitely gonna make this into its own segment, Bat Daddy.
Who plays Thomas Wayne in the Alfred show?
Yeah, who's the actor?
It has earned its own little segment, Bat Daddy.
What's the name of the actor? What's the name of the actor who plays Thomas Wayne on Penny? Is it Penny?
I don't care. His name is Bat Daddy.
Well, we want to know who the actor is. We're looking him up.
Here we go.
I'm saying like whatever his name is, he's Bat Daddy.
Thomas Wayne played. Oh, let me see. Oh, come on, stupid thing.
Sarah can't even tell us the actor's name.
I just pulled it up. Thomas Wayne.
She's letting us down.
Actor Ben Aldrich.
Ben Aldrich.
Okay, Bat Daddy.
AKA Bat Daddy.
Never heard of him.
Ben Aldrich.
I've never seen him in anything else that I recognize. Bat Daddy.
And you prefer that over Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hey, if you like it, I love it.
We'll have to put that poll on our.
That's a poll.
page.
Yeah, there's a poll. Who's the preferred?
Can we do this? We put this poll on Facebook.
That guy looks like he needs to get a sandwich, and the other guy looks healthy.
No, he's got
like the Magnum PI mustache. That's not. It's not sexy.
The porn stash.
Have you seen Thomas Wayne's Batman though in the comic books?
It's not good. Yeah, Bat Daddy has a good mustache.
But guys, real quick, if you want to check us out, go to at T3 Medias on social media and follow us on all the social networks, all the Twitters and the Instagrams and stuff at T3 Medias. If you want to find me, I'm at Chris W. Fagan on Instagram. Sarah Catherine the Red over there. She's not a sore loser. She is a very, very fun sport. I'm
an ambivalent loser.
But then she's like, I don't care about this.
Or if I lose.
She just just hates Michael Bublé. Where can they find you
I'm just
online?
here to play the game. I'm Sarah Catherine Red Instagram, and then I'm Sarah Catherine Red on YouTube and the other channels, but I'm mostly on Insta.
And Daniel Dyer, not always there when you call, and he's not always on time. Where can they find you online?
On Instagram at Dyer Cosplay. Hey, I want to be cosplay of the week next time.
Cosplay of the week.
Fight for me, guys.
And
Void, so Dyer Cosplay.
Void, we are prohibited. So until next time, guys. I appreciate you guys. Follow us and hit the like button. Let us know what you guys think at all time, and we'll share your thoughts on. Look out for us tomorrow when we hopefully, if it's not too cold, we'll be on tomorrow. Until next time, guys. Have a good one.
Spicy Bat Daddy.
Oh, she got it in.
Our supporters help make all this content possible, so make sure you check out our Patreon page so you can help us bring you the content you want.
Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal. Yo.